What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Season 2 of Interviewing the Affluent. My name is Kwame Barbour, and I'm the founder and CEO of Affluent Clothing. We are a mission-based streetwear brand that promotes the idea that wealth is a matter of inspiration. While there are many different ways to describe affluence, one may believe that it all ties back to wealth and how we express our wealthiness. Affluent Clothing, however, would like to redefine this idea and showcase affluence as a mindset rather than a lifestyle. And through these interviews, we hope to expand the world's perspective on what the word wealth means. Joining us today for episode 4 of season 2, we're happy to introduce Chef Byron Sykes. Byron, how we doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How about you?
I'm good, can't complain. For those who don't know you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your time at the university?
Got you. All right. Well, number one, my name is Byron. Sous chef, supervisor upstairs at the Telly Cafe. I think I've been here for going on 3 years. From West Haven, Connecticut. Been cooking for over 15 years. Graduated Johnson & Wells. You know, kind of a cool, laid-back guy.
Got you. You said cooking for 15 years. What do you do outside of the university?
Outside the university, I actually do catering.
Okay.
I'm in the process of trying to create my own catering company. I also do my different sauces. So I got bottled sauces with wing sauce. I want to expand that brand to from wing sauces to like marinades, salad dressings, and more things like that. So trying to get into the product game too.
Okay, what sauces you got right now, and where can we find that?
Give me a second, man. Sauces that I have right now, I have two. We do a barbecue sauce and then my sweet and spicy. Right now you can catch that on my Instagram. Is Chef B. Yeah, I think it's a Chef B. And then you can also check it out, Chef Byron _06. Right now it's a small thing, but we're trying to push it bigger. So.
Got you. And just to get to know a little bit about you, if there's one value that you live by, what might that be?
Honestly, the biggest value I live by is respect. You know what I'm saying? It's something my mother taught me a long time ago. It's just, having respect for humans as humans over anything, not as a man, as a woman, humans as humans. So that's how I try to operate every day.
Got you. How would you say that you measure success?
Well, I can tell you how I used to measure success.
Okay.
And then as I got older, my views changed, as all of ours should.
Right.
The way I used to measure success, obviously as an adolescence, is money, right? Oh, if I get this nice car and this nice chain and have this big house, then I'm successful. Honestly, what I think success is now is being happy with what you have going on. Moving in a way that you want to move. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I say that, what I mean is being able to live your life without having the pressures of what other people think you should be doing with your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're moving in the direction that you want to be moving in, then I feel like you're on your way and you're going to be successful. So that's the way I look at success nowadays.
Most definitely. Now, talking about how you used to look at success, where do you think that view came from?
I think it came from popular culture, TV, rappers and stuff like that. 'Cause that's, as a youth, that's what I used to look up to. So, the narrative they always paint was, nice house, big chains, big cars, and stuff like that. So I think that's where my view came from as a youngin'.
Got you. That's definitely something that we try to target in the brand. Just getting out of that mindset. We compare ourselves to others. We think that we're supposed to have what the big rappers have, like you said, the TV stars. But not everybody has the same journey.
Yep.
As you said, with your view now, just being in love with what you have now. Really doing things for you and finding that sort of happiness in your everyday life.
Yeah.
What would you do with your life today if you knew you couldn't fail?
What I would do with my life today if knew I couldn't fail, man, I'd be in the NBA.
NBA?
Yes, sir. I'd have been in the league, baby, for real.
How long you been hooping?
Um, I haven't hooped in years at this point, but as a kid, from shit, as long as I can remember, probably like 5, 6. So
Greatest game, what you think?
the greatest game. Ooh. All right, so I'm a Sixers fan, right? And what year was that? Playoffs when we played the Raptors with Vince Carter. It was Game 7. I remember this. And it was just such an intense game, and Carter went off in the corner for that last three, last second of the game, and he chucked that joint up and they missed, man. Man, you wouldn't believe how loud I was in the house. So that right there is just like a nostalgic thing for me because, from there we went on to the finals. Obviously we got scraped by the Lakers, but, for me that was big because I saw my idol in the NBA finals. So, yeah.
Got you. Knowing that failure is a possibility, how do you stay inspired and motivated every day?
Well, I think people got to look at failure differently because at the end of the day, right, we all fail at something. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you tried. So when I look at failure, you look at things and you got to take what you can from the failures. So that's how I stay motivated mainly is just taking the learning curve from the failures and then implementing that differently next time. So
Got you. If you can remember off the top of your head, can you tell us about one of those failures and what lessons came from that?
I can definitely tell you because when it's catering, there's a lot of different variables, and I failed a few times where it could be a small failure to where you're kind of late on something. So from there, I learned time management skills.
Okay.
So I try to prioritize certain things and prep myself the right way so that the day of the event, I'm not lagging behind on anything. So I double check, triple check everything. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's probably one of the things that I could give you a time where I failed. And, nowadays I double check, triple check, and I know what I got going on before the day of. So
cooking for 15 years, being at the Tully for the last 3, and with all the things that you have planned for the future in terms of the business, what do you think you would like to be remembered for?
Persistence. I want to be remembered for just the dedication that I have to what I do, the passion that I have for it, and then the respect that I have for it as well. Because a lot of people get into the culinary field because of, especially nowadays, because of the things that they see on the internet. They want to be a popular chef on the internet, without knowing the history behind most of the things that they're doing in the kitchen and understand the different cuisines and stuff like that. So I think, once you know those kind of things and you focus on that kind of stuff, you're able to put out a better product than a lot of other people. So
I think that's definitely important. Just the idea of passion. Tell us a little bit about that. What got you involved in the culinary world?
so what got me involved, honestly, was I would say it's partly on my mother because she is cooked as long as I could always remember. When I was young, we used to sell dinners out the house. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna go into personal reasons why we were doing that, but selling dinners out the house. In New Haven, we do a thing called the Freddie Fixer Day Parade.
Okay.
It's a big parade in the African American culture back in Connecticut, and every year we out there selling food. You know what I'm saying? So these are the memories that I have with my mother and my aunts and my grandmother. And I think they kind of molded me without me even knowing to do it. But I think that's kind of how I got there, and including in high school as well. I took a trip to Johnson and Wells, and when I seen some of the things they was doing there, I had never seen food like that, and I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of want to do this. So,
Gotcha. With all that you said so far, how do you think you can increase your value?
I That's a good one. I think increasing my value. Yeah, I think I can increase my value by putting myself out there as far as like on the internet more, like using my Instagram and my Facebook platforms more for my for business rather than personal leisure. You know what I'm saying? Um, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to build a brand, and I am my brand, so I have to put myself out there more, I think.
Most definitely. That's something I'm going through as well. I don't really
Yeah,
like the camera, but here we
yeah,
are. Got to get started somewhere. Using those platforms to really put yourself out there and not only sell your business, but sell yourself as well.
yep,
So, just being comfortable with that, and as we talked about, not being so wrapped up in the idea of what others might think,
mm-hmm,
and really doing it for yourself.
yeah, not for sure.
Um, Final question for you: what does affluence mean for you?
Affluence for me, it means I thought well the way I look at it is the way you carry yourself. Um, like you said, the word for many of us it meant wealth before, right?
Right.
I think it's deeper than money. I think it's really about your personality. It's about your character. Um, so I think carrying yourself in a positive professional light, confident and things like that. I think that's what affluent is for me.
Gotcha. When you talk about carrying yourself, how would you like to be perceived when you do step into these spaces?
Um, See, that's the thing because perception is so different for everybody.
We do play a role in shaping perception, though.
Yeah, you do. I just want to be perceived as who I am. You know what I'm saying? I want to be looked at as a professional. You know what I'm saying? A serious individual. And just yeah, I think yeah.
Got you. Before we wrap up, is there any words of advice that you'll leave the viewers with?
Just stay true to yourself, man, and you know, if it's something that you want to do, chase it at the end of the day, because nobody else is going to chase it for you. There's not going to be a lot of people that's willing to give you a helping hand out here. But you got to keep going, and then when you find people that will help, just take that for what it is and make those connections.
Got you. And just as the brand owner, I'm curious. With the few pieces that you do have from the brand, what would you say is your favorite and why?
Yeah, see, I got to be honest, I think they're all my favorites. For different reasons. Like this one right here that I'm wearing right now, I just love the colors on this one. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that you put it together, and then the backdrop being black, I just feel like it all pops a lot better. And then the first piece that I bought from you was the brown hoodie.
Yeah.
And on the front, it's just a bunch of black people on the front. And I just love the different, shades of black that you got up there.
Yeah.
It's a brown hoodie, so that also this ties into who we are as a people. So yeah.
Byron, I appreciate you for your time. Let us know where we can check you out again, just so we be sure to look at that.
Actually, let me pull up my Instagram so I get it completely right. So I'm not telling you.
Include the email as well, if anybody has any catering needs.
Okay. So on Instagram, you can catch me at Chef Byron _06. And then the email is also Chef B or Chef Byron at gmail.com for any catering needs. But yeah, definitely go check me out on Instagram. Becoming a lot more active up there, promoting myself more, showing you guys what I do. Yeah, check me out.
And that concludes episode 4, season 2. We appreciate you guys for tuning in each and every episode. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share with everybody else.